Now, your weather on the threes.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Not a terrible way to kick off this new work week. Lots of sunshine for us to enjoy for this Monday. A very low chance of rain, though we're not completely rain free, at least for this morning, though it is still comfortably warm out there for most of the area as we start off this very early Monday morning at 74 degrees in Savannah, 75 degrees currently on Hilton Head, and 72 degrees in Statesboro. Now, while most of the coastal empire and low country we're staying dry currently, we are looking at a few quick heavy downpours making their way onshore into McIntosh County. You're just closest to that trough that has been able to keep those rain chances around all the way from the last couple of weeks into the very early morning hours. So expect a few coastal rain showers at least for the next few hours, but overall we do have wonderful high pressure back in control for today. That's going to increase the sunshine, kick out a few more of those clouds, and of course keep temperatures on the hot and humid side throughout the afternoon. Though as we head from the 70s this morning into the mid 80s by lunchtime, that lovely sunshine will quickly heat temperatures back up into the lower 90s as we head into the afternoon. We'll set a high temperature at 94 degrees here in Savannah, 93 degrees in Hampton, and 92 degrees for the high in Beaufort, sitting right at or just above average for this time of year. And that humidity thanks to high pressure bringing in some drier air down the East Coast, won't be terrible out there for today. Nothing like what we saw last week. Most of our feel like temperatures will peak right around 100 degrees. That's typical for a summertime day here in the coastal empire and low country. Same thing for tomorrow, 92 degrees. Then by Wednesday, we begin to track our next cold front. This is a system that will also help keep Hurricane Erin away from the coastal empire and low country, mainly tracking parallel to the East Coast, traveling in between North Carolina and Bermuda. So for us, we're still tracking those indirect impacts that we talked about last week, so no major changes out there. Along the coastline, expect an elevated risk of rip currents, rough surf with dangerous water conditions, and a breezy coastal wind by the middle of this week. So really overall this week is just a better day to look at the water, not so much a good day to get in it, and we're already starting to see those indirect impacts move in as you do have a moderate risk of rip currents up and down our entire coastline for today. I wouldn't be surprised at some point, at least by tomorrow, we do have that higher risk. As for Erin, it is a Category 4 hurricane, a powerful system, winds 130 miles per hour. In case you missed it, over the weekend it exploded into a Category 5 hurricane just around 24 hours after it strengthened into a hurricane Friday morning. Now again, it's going to be traveling in between North Carolina and Bermuda with that cold front traveling off to the northeast. By the end of the week, we're back here at home just tracking the chance of scattered rain showers and thunderstorms by the weekend.
WSAV Time Saver Traffic is brought to you by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to